welcome back. Another episode of Simply Carifying. Today, episode 5, if you can believe it, is A Million Little Things. So, I'm going to tell you the significance of a million little things, okay? Now, the concept of appreciating a million little things serves as both a profound psychological strategy for well-being and the core theme of a significant culture narrative. Now, if that doesn't mean anything to anybody, it just really means that emphasizing that large achievements are rare and it's the accumulation of small everyday joys, often called micro moments, that defines a fulfilling life. And let me tell you that a whole bunch of micro moments throughout every day definitely seems to carry a lot more weight than sporadic giant events. Giant events are great, don't get me wrong. They are. Big things are great, but life is made of millions of little things, okay? And sometimes people don't even think about things like that. They really don't. The little things that are a routine to them, if they were suddenly gone or changed or altered, they might be like, oh, hey, you know what? I did like that, but now it's gone. So it is important to appreciate the millions of little things because even though, yes, big things are great, your life isn't just big thing, time after time after time, right? It's usually like something you're waiting for, a milestone, a huge event, or something that you have to wait for, save for, work towards. Micro moments are great because they can be as simple as waking up on the right side of the bed, putting on a pair of pants that feel really good, or digging in your pocket and finding a $20 bill. I mean, that doesn't happen to me because I don't carry cash, but you get the idea. It happens to some people, and those moments are like, fuck yeah, or, you know, digging in your purse or finding something that you totally forgot about, or going to a store and realizing that the thing that you've wanted is now on sale, or better yet, clearance. Like, it's all of these tiny little things, these little dopamine releasers that you don't even realize are great, especially when they happen consistently, right? It's a lot of things that people take for granted day after day after day because it's just routine by now, right? This isn't like a micro moment. This isn't like a good thing. This is just what happens. Like, okay, I get up, my wife makes me breakfast, and, you know, she's got my shirt ironed, and I'll bring her flowers on Friday and whatever. That's just what it is. Motherfucker, if you woke up and your wife decided to sleep and not make you breakfast, you'd fucking realize how good that breakfast was yesterday and be like, oh, yeah. If you feel any kind of missing that means that, yeah, it was really good when you had it, and your brain kind of like enjoys it, whether you express your gratitude or you really look forward to it or not, or you just assume that it's a routine situation. I mean, it's there, and it's something that just a little tiny pebble of happiness in your day you didn't even know you needed. But if you don't have it, that's when you realize how, wow, you know what? That sucks that it's not there. I hope it's there tomorrow because that actually makes a big difference in my day, kind of deal. It's something that the taking for granted part is something that really bothers me about some people. There are a lot of things that I do in life with my husband, my kids, whatever, that either I didn't have growing up or I didn't see a lot of, or it doesn't matter. There are just things that I do that I know not everyone does. And that's totally fine because this is my life. This is how I do things. People are not me, so it's like, doesn't matter, right? Doesn't matter. But it's what happens when people vent to me or talk to me about things they don't like, especially in their relationship. And it's like, it could have been different if you didn't take something for granted, it could have been different. Did you ever watch The Labyrinth? Right? You can't take anything for granted. You can't. You can't. Even the micro moments. Case in point. I have a friend who, you know, her man They've been together a long time. He has his sets of hobbies and things that he likes, right? But all the things that he likes are things that he likes. Now they have her and then 2 kids too. So if they want to go camping, for example, it will always be at a spot that can satisfy his wants and needs, okay? Not so much like, hey, let's go here because they have a great lake to swim in, or a great pool nearby, or all these fun things that we can drive to or whatever for the kids. No. He likes things like hunting, fishing. Okay, so if they go somewhere, it's because it's this close to a hunting spot, or this lake is good for fishing. Let's get up at the ass crack of dawn and stay out there till 4 o'clock in the afternoon, even though the kids don't like to fish. So this was how this person thought for the longest time. And this would always make her really annoyed. So even if they went on these trips, she would tell me about how boring it was, how unfulfilling it was, because we were only there because of the fishing. We were only there because he wanted to go hunting. The kids didn't want to do any of that. All this stuff, right? Then it's like, I don't know, probably a couple months after I heard the story, he comes up to me and he's like, hey, I want to tell you something about the surprise that I'm planning for her and the kids this summer. And this was like last year, I believe. But he comes up to me and he's like, we're gonna take the camper to Myrtle Beach. There's an RV park there that's right next to this water park, and it's right by the beach, and they've got all this stuff on the boardwalk. Like, he's telling me this plan that has nothing to do with hunting or fishing. Nothing. He actually mentioned her and the kids and the water park and all this stuff. So I'm like, well, that's really good. That's really nice. She's going to love it. I never told her. Okay. I knew about when it was going to happen, and then I just didn't say anything. I totally expected her to go on this trip and come back all fucking pumped up and excited that, oh, this was the best camping trip. He did this. We did this. It was so great. The kids had so much fun. Like, everything was great. No. She was trying to look at places to go, and he was going to do this as a surprise, right? So when she's trying to map out her summer, he had to tell her, no, we're not going to, just leave this weekend blocked off. And she's like, well, why? Oh, just because we can go camping. Well, where are we going to go? Well, it's a surprise. Well, you need to tell me so I can book it, or we can call, or we can get ready. You complain about this man not being spontaneous, not being thoughtful, not this. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Just, if he says it's a surprise, just fucking let it be then. You know what I mean? Just fucking go. Mark off the calendar. Don't plan on anything else and just fucking go. But no, that's not how it played out. Instead, she's like, well, you gotta tell me. You gotta tell me. You gotta tell me. So he ends up telling her. And then she ends up saying, well, it's going to be this much. It's going to be this much. Blah, 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 blah. So she shuts it down completely. They don't go. And after that, where do they end up camping eventually? Some rickety little spot that has good fishing. And you know what? She comes back and she's like, this sucked. I didn't want to go here. And I was like, you could have gone to Myrtle Beach. And she's like, what? I'm like, you shot him down. You can't complain to me about how he never does this. He's so selfish. He only plans and thinks about for himself, all this stuff. Then he actually does exactly what you bitch about, right? He does the opposite. He tries anyway. And you shut him down. You pulled the rug out from under him. He didn't even get to go through with the surprise. He didn't get to go through with anything that he planned for all of you fuckers. You ruined it. And she's like, well, if you would just if you would just shut the fuck up, close your eyes, kick back, relax, let him do it. You took that instance for granted. Whether you didn't think he'd follow through, whether you didn't think he was telling the truth, whatever, you assumed the worst on something that could have been really, really good. You shot him down before he even had a chance to pull the trigger and complained again about how miserable you were. You did it to yourself. You know what I mean? You cannot take things for granted, period. Million little things, and even like that would have been a big one, right? But just the fact that he tried to do something and she ripped it out. And even earlier this year, no, even like later last year, she would bring it up again of, oh, we didn't get, I'm like, don't even. I was like, you could have gone to Myrtle Beach. We've already been through this. Like, no. She's like, okay, you're right, blah, blah, blah. It's not, yeah, it's not. But that was a bigger one. I'm just saying, the taking for granted thing really kind of bugs me, especially when people complain about it. So like, my little things that I do in my family, in my home, whenever somebody leaves, we always tell, everybody goodbye. I love you, whatever. A lot of times as a mom, I'll say, hey, let me know when you get there. Let me know when you're leaving or whatever for some things. These are just little things to me that are a comfort to me in my life. Things that I never take for granted. I always say, I love you. We always do like hugs, kisses, all this stuff. Like all the stuff that wasn't like an everyday thing for me, right? So like when I lived with my brother and sister, I hated them for the longest time, right? I hated them. They were little assholes. They always got into my shit. I hated them. Like, I thought I did. You know what I mean? Now we're closer when we live thousands of miles away from each other. That was something that I took for granted when I was there. Okay? And so now that I have 4 daughters, I have like instilled it in them that even if you get annoyed with each other, even if you push each other's buttons and you want to punch each other, but I mean, I've been there. Even if they get to be the most annoying person to you at that time, there's going to be a time where they are your best friend. Okay, there's going to be a time where somebody outside of this ring of your sisters, okay, someone's going to break your heart. They're going to break your trust. They're going to take advantage of you. They're going to abuse your friendship. They're going to something's going to happen. And you cannot treat your sisters as a fallback friend, okay? Even if they're annoying, this is something you have to hold on to. This is something you cannot take for granted just because you're related. You know what I mean? Like, you can't go 2 years without talking because you have all these other people, and then when these people decide that, they're done with you, okay, well, I'll just talk to my sister now. No. You do not take even your siblingship for granted, okay? Even if you're irritated every fucking day, find something to hold on to. Whether it's a movie or a show you like to watch together, something you've played together, things you wear, it doesn't matter, okay? They're there, and even if they're annoying as fuck, because they can be, this is time right now, conveniently, you're all together. These should be like your best, easiest times. Like, you're never by yourself to where you're lonely or have to be lonely because you have all of these people in this house. Okay, so whether you want to be social or do something, like, don't take them for granted just because you're related to them. Okay, just because you got some blood ties, you can ignore them while you live here and then be really close, because what sucks is that when you move away, for example, and you're thousands of miles away, you want to spend that time together. You want to be able to just even sit at the same dining table and bullshit over a meal, and you can't. Like, they're not there anymore. You've all grown up, you've moved away and have your own lives. They have their own kids, they have their own problems, and I take it really hard. Like, They annoyed the shit out of me. I'm not going to lie. They annoyed the ever living fuck out of me. And I had friends, you know, so I didn't need my siblings, right? When I had to deal with them, I dealt with them. But it was like, I have other things. I have other priorities. I have other people that mean more to me then. Do I have any of those fucking people now? No. I have different people that mean a great deal to me, but I still, like, if I could pull us all into the same city somewhere, I would totally do that. Especially on days where I know they have shit going on and I can't go and help them as their big sister. You know, that it hurts because that was something that I had years to be a part of. And yes, we're all very close now, but it took us moving away from each other and all this other stuff before that became a priority to all of us. And that's a sad thing. So, like, one of the micro moments is, excuse me, is even people being in your space. People being right there in your shit all the time, bugging you. Like, those even are their own micro moments. One of the millions of little things. Another thing that I make it a point to do, which a lot of people don't do, I have several friends who only text their partners or whatever, like rarely through the day or every other day or whatever. And then when they get home, they're in like a roommate stage. You know, they watch different shows, they eat different meals, they have different friends, and they do different things and all this stuff. Like, it's two people that are there just for the convenience of being there kind of deal. I will never be my husband's roommate, ever, okay? I have worked too motherfucking hard to be in a 21-year long marriage. We have gone through military deployments. We have gone through multiple moves, jobs, 4 kids. I will be damned if someone's going to treat me like an old fucking chair in the corner. I don't fucking think so. No. No. Now, that being said, that shit doesn't happen overnight. Being a roommate doesn't happen overnight. Okay? In the beginning, you've got the honeymoon stage where everything's just all sparkles and just, oh, warm fuzzies and just, oh, the fucking butterflies, you know what I mean? And that's it. You can't not be together. And when you are together, you have to be all over each other. You just have to consume each other. And then it's just like, oh, as soon as they're gone, your heart breaks and you just count the minutes till you're together again. Okay, well, that shit fades. Okay, it wears off. And when you live together, you start to realize, okay, so you're merging 2 lives. You're putting 2 people in the same box and expecting everything to just be complete symmetry all the time, which also does not happen. Okay, does not happen. You don't want to be married to yourself because that's fucking boring. Have you ever sat in a room by yourself and just talked to yourself all day long for like a week straight? Even that gets annoying. Like, you start to irritate yeah. You don't want to be with someone who's exactly the same. So, like, appreciating the differences are other part of the million little things. Now, there are several things that we, and I swear to God, if you put 6, 7, there are several things that differ between my husband and I. I love chocolate. My husband hates it. He loves strawberry shit. I hate it. I like scary movies and stuff. He'll watch them, but he prefers like war movies. Ugh. Speaking of wars and shit like that, history shit, he can have it. Pop culture stuff, that's me. I can remember songs from 20 years ago. He can remember how many people passed on a beach during, a drop off of whatever era. Like, there's so many more. But we're also connected in such a way, and we've had to go through so many things so soon in our relationship that we've seen divorces. We've seen people fall apart. We've seen people fall out of love and all of this stuff. And it sucks. It sucks to see. And when we can say, hey, we just celebrated 21 years, people look at us like we're saying 50, you know? And it's like, I get it. Like, it's not that common these days. It's not a priority for a lot of people these days, you know, because today the micro moments are, okay, well, my body count, and how's my OnlyFans, and how many followers did I get? Like, those are the micro moments, the millions of little things that a lot of people look forward to today. But when it comes to like a relationship and a marriage and stuff, that's something that's made up of its own millions of little things. And it's not stuff that should just be assumed. It's something that you have to do every single day because you want to. And then you get the same things back because you want them. So even after all of this time together, we've lived together, we've been together longer than we were apart. Okay, at this point. And so I've lived with him longer than he's lived with his parents. Okay? To put that into perspective, you can never stop dating the person. You can never stop trying for the person. You can never just get to a place where you're so comfortable and complacent that it's just assumed that you're just good. You're just good forever. Like, we said the vows and we're just good forever, so I can do whatever the fuck I want, and you know, this is it. Like, that's it. That's all. Like, the hard part's over. The wedding's easy. Okay? It may be stressful in that day, but it is easy. It's choosing to spend your life with this person and making sure that they are making you want to still be with them, and vice versa, right? So like waking up, and even if it's something as little as making someone breakfast, or let's say they work through the week and then on the weekends they make you breakfast. It's a little thing. It's a little thing, but it's a tiny little stitch in the blanket that is us. You know what I mean? Like, being able to go on a trip once a year. Being able to call you throughout the day to be your mental fucking sponge. So if anything, you know, is going on, like let me help you out. Let me just, hey, how's it going? Like, anything I can help you with, blah, 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 blah. Saying I love you multiple times a day. Multiple times. Some people go weeks without hearing that shit. It's just implied because they're married. You know what I mean? No. You never know what's going to happen in a day, right? And here's the thing. When you go out into the world, especially with everything that's available and like here, right? You have to be somebody that somebody wants to come home to, okay? There are so many fake people and like in the moment people that if somebody wanted to try to steal what I have, I mean, they could definitely try. But whatever they have is just this superficial front, because I can tell you everything about my husband. You know, I can take what you're wearing and tell you what he's going to think about it, or how you speak, or what you reference, or even if your laugh is fake. I can kind of tell you how he's, yeah, like, and that's because we know the ins and outs of each other, not to a point where we're bored, because, again, that's the never being too comfortable. Even after 22 years of being together, I keep that motherfucker on his feet. And I mean, he'll do it to me too, but like, I'm crazy, okay? So there is no shortage of what the fuck in our life. And it's just another one of those things. My personality is one of the, or my personalities are just 1 or 16 of the million little things that hold us together, okay? The thoughtful things he does and says, the thoughtful things I say and do, the way we raise our family, how our kids are, all of these things. Like, yes, grand moments are grand and they're fantastic. I mean, we've got big things that we count down to every year. We've got a graduation coming up. We've got a trip coming up. We've got kids starting a job pretty soon. Like, there are big things, there are medium things, but every single day it's always kiss me goodnight, tons of I love yous, give me a hug, let me reset myself, let's play a video game together, let's watch our show that's coming on, let's go see this movie, let's do dinner, let's live the life that's made up of all these little micro moments that make you want to keep coming and living this life with me. Because we don't take each other for granted. We don't take any of the little things for granted, and we appreciate every single thing that we do for each other. Because in a world today that's very need it right now, right here, right now, momentarily gratifying, you know what I mean, with followers, likes, all this shit, and, you know, buy me, give me. That's the world we live in today. Me. And feelings, and I'm right, you're wrong. It's nice that we still have an escape with each other that we don't take for granted. So just remember, big things are great, but never, ever, ever discount the tiny little things. Okay? Because you will only learn that you love them so much when you no longer have them anymore. And I really don't want that for you. So, this will wrap up episode 5. Sorry that got a little loud, but I'm so fucking excited. Are you excited? Are you proud of me? I've come back 5 times in a row. 5 times! I am doing exactly what I said. That's another moment for me. Ding! So anyway, we will take a break for the weekend. So we're not doing this on the weekend. This is a Monday through Friday deal. So back on Monday with episode 6. I'm not even going to tell you what it is. But thank you for tuning in today for episode 5. I don't know why I keep saying it like that. Let's just, yeah. Okay. Whew. I'm not taking it for granted though, even though I'm not even going to say. Okay. That's all. So thank you for tuning in, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, and we will see you next time. Thank you for watching, like and subscribe, and this has been an amazing week. I'm so glad you've held on, and if you haven't or you're not here yet, one day you will be, and I'm looking forward to that too. So have a great rest of your day, and bye.